So is there really a dark agenda? Hey guys, it's John sitting out here on the back deck on this beautiful morning. It's a brisk 50 degrees. I have my cup of coffee and the leaves are looking beautiful. I'm really enjoying being outside right now. I wanted to hop on and do this video because I get a lot of comments on the video section talking about the dark agenda. Dun, dun, dun. And I wanted to talk about this because this is one step removed from the belief in heaven and hell, the battle of good and evil. And these are all dogmatic beliefs from religion, from those kind of ideologies. And when you look at the concept of a dark agenda, that implies that there is a group of people who have this agenda to do evil, the dark agenda, right? And in reality, I don't think that's the case at all. I think that everyone on this planet Earth is self-interested. They all want to do well. They all want to have their own experience of power in some form. And some people get very attached to that idea of power, of money, of being able to subjugate another person. And so I don't think it's an organized structure of a dark agenda that's out there. I think it's people that are doing the things that they believe are in their own self-interest. And when I look at that idea of the dark agenda, it kind of removes the person from the equation and makes it into this organized movement. And I 100% do not believe in a dark agenda. I believe that there are people whose self-interests align, but I don't think they're out to actually do evil. I think they're out there to get their power, get the things that they want. I don't think it has anything to do with actively choosing to do evil. I think it's literally they are lost in the love of power. They are lost in the love of money. They are lost in the love of lust. They are lost in the love of greed. And when they get lost in those structures, what happens is they do anything they can to get it, and so they do atrocities, they do terrible things to get what they want. And it's not an organized structure of a dark agenda that's out there. And I think even focusing on a dark agenda is just fear-based thinking. It's just fear. It's just perpetuating a fear-based myth of this battle of good and evil. Because the battle of good and evil is a non-reality. There is no evil. There is no real good. All there is love and fear. And in the idea of creating a battle between the two, all you're doing is focusing on a battle. What did Mother Teresa say? Have a pro-peace rally and I'll come. Don't go invite me to an anti-war rally. It comes down to that idea that when you focus on a dark agenda, you are focused on a fearful world. You are focused on creating fearfully. You are focused on the world being something that is out of your control, that there are people out to get you, that this dark agenda is going to try to overrun the world. And I don't think that's it even remotely. I just think it's a lot of self-interest that's run amok. And I think the more of us that get self-interested in the idea of creating love and peace, we create that into the world. But until we all come to the space of realizing that there is no battle of good and evil, there's just pointed self-interest. And that pointed self-interest, if more of us can start to show our pointed self-interest, then what happens is the ones who are not pointed the same way we are, eventually they run out of things to say and do because we stop feeding them. The more you focus on dark agendas, the more you focus on the power of an evil force out to get you, the more you're going to see it in your world. People, get their negative focus, and what happens is they start to see negative things. I'm sure most of you know a negative person. They always have something to be negative about, don't they? And if you don't know a negative person, maybe you have to check the mirror. Maybe you're the negative person. But a negative person always has something to be negative about because they are focused on negative, so they see negative. Positive people have positive things to talk about. because they're focused on positive, they see positive things. You want your world to change your world. You want the world to change your world. Because your world is part of the major world, and your world has the ability to change the entire world in your neighborhood, in your neck of the woods, wherever you are. Make your part of the world so bright that people around you start to change to match you. You change the world that way. Don't focus on dark agendas, because dark agendas, first of all, don't exist, and number two, they are literally holding you back from living a loving life because you're focused on them. When you focus on the negative, you get the negative. When you focus on the positive, you get the positive. My life is a prime example of it. Prime example of it. I live a loving life, and people tell me every day how much I'm loved. And I am so grateful for that. But if you're focused on dark agendas and conspiracies and anger and all of that, you're just perpetuating it. You're empowering the negative. Stop empowering the negative. Start empowering the love. Start empowering the beautiful people who are stepping up and helping. Start empowering a world that you want to live in as opposed to empowering a world you don't want to live in. And that's my thought on this. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.